Good morning, South Africa, where the government's job creation strategy is so generous, it even creates jobs without duties. Yes, the role of deputy ministers is back in the spotlight, and this time it's not because they have done something, it's because they have done absolutely nothing. Deputy Police Minister Cassel Mathale has confessed before Parliament that he has no duties. None. Zilch. The man basically clocked in, looked around the office and realized his only assignment was to exist. And not just him. His colleague Boshielo is also floating in the bureaucratic void, waiting for something to be delegated. Apparently, suspended Police Minister Senzo Mchunu hasn't delegated anything to either of them. Maybe he was too busy being suspended. Now, this revelation sent MPs into shock. An ANC MP couldn't help but ask the most South African question of the week. You wake up, go to the office, and do what? We all want to know, Chola. Maybe he waters the plants. Maybe he checks if the kettle still works. Or maybe, just maybe, he stares into the ceiling and contemplates his taxpayer-funded purpose in life. Meanwhile, ActionSA is not amused. They are calling for a constitutional amendment to abolish the position entirely. Because, let's face it, why pay people to warm chairs when the economy is already running on fumes? The party says deputy ministers are instruments of cadre deployment and financial waste. Translation: professional placeholders who cost the state millions while producing less output than an unplugged printer. Even Professor Dirk Kotze from UNISA chimed in to remind everyone that deputy ministers aren't even part of the cabinet. They are basically glorified assistants who need written agreements defining their duties. But here's the kicker. Mathale says he doesn't have one, which means, ladies and gentlemen, there is a government position with no job description, no responsibilities, and no deliverables. Imagine applying for that job in LinkedIn. So, while millions of South Africans are hustling to survive, our government has officials earning salaries to wait for instructions that never come. And in a poetic twist, these same deputies are supposed to deputize when the minister is absent. But constitutionally, they can't. It's like hiring a lifeguard who is not allowed to swim. ActionSA summed it up best. If deputy ministers can't step in during a crisis, what purpose do they serve beyond being expensive reminders that political patronage pays? Literally. So the next time someone tells you South Africa has a jobs crisis, tell them, not in government. They have got too many people doing nothing quite effectively. Mzansi Roast verdict: deputy ministers are like decorative pillows, expensive, unnecessary, and nobody is sure why they are there. But removing them might disrupt the aesthetics. Ladies and gentlemen, subscribe to Mzansi Roast News, where we roast everything from pepper to fries.